Alright, we are back in Citizen Sleeper, and forgot that I had left off without completing my extra stuff that I can do. Quickly just finish it over at the dawn. Salvage sortie. I'll go help out Dragos. Is my thing. We'll do it. Negative outcome. Well, that's not fun. I need more energy. Where's the food? Fungus. How much does this fill? Oh, it gives me. Oh, okay. Fungus man. Huh. Let's investigate the sealed dog. Ooh. Unlock Magna. Ah. Interesting. There's that. Overlook bar. Buy rations. Get a drink. Oh, drink fermental. Huh. I don't need anything, but I'll probably eat here next time. Where's my home? And the cycle. Man, you know, the game is very visually beautiful, even if there's not much to look at. You know, it's just a nice, chill game. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparks with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leaping off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops, that it seems almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. I will focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid, or triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange, but before you can glimpse inside, the glass clouds harden, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. What about the cycle? The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Oh. Well then. That's fun. Oh. Something has changed inside you. You cannot access the data cloud of the eye, network of decaying protocols and data caches. But you can use some dice and be careful. These networks are old and strange. Yeah. Where's the isle? What is this? Solheim. Haven agent. Kino. What is it? Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them... Oh, okay. So I would need a 1 dice for that. I'm just curious. Keynode 102. I don't have a 2. I have 2 3s. Haven agent. I don't have a 2 either. Please tell me that everything isn't just 2. What is this? Solheim Cipher. Huh. Another keynode. I have a 3. iPad. Extract data. Ooh, cryptic key. Ah, okay. That's interesting. Even G. Okay, I don't have a 2. Keynote Yatagon agent. Again. I don't have any of these. Okay. So that's that. Huh. I do need some more money. Actually, let's check out. I need one more. I don't have much. I'm gonna have to go here. 100% positive. Back in business. I could get it, or I could do something else. Shipyard. I'm trying to remember. Was there? Did we go here yet? Was there anything even here? All materials. Yes. This one says danger. That's concerning. It's just a shipbuilder. Let's try it. Neutral. I got nothing out of it, but I think that's really it. Actually, I'll go to the bar. I would like to input 6 money. Take a drink. Does that? Okay, that fills me up by 1. So just 1 more there. I got nothing else. I wonder if speed surgery. Okay. I would imagine that I have to pay her for it. Like, I don't think she was just, gonna help. Ooh, what is it? Skill upgrade. Amber hull repairs. Okay. So I can help her. To the empty container. So tomorrow Sabine's gonna get my stuff. I forget what else. I think something's gonna also happen tomorrow. Okay, not bad dice. Not bad dice. But, yup, I had a feeling. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes, in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. A habit, Sabine stands with the case open in front of them. A set of vials is lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yatagan, they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test gauge. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. Stabilizer works under a simple principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body's foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Okay. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all its organs. Passcode. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I'll start with a small dose to limit the risk. Well, let's do it! Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site. A fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yes. The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're gonna have to do that elsewhere. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're gonna need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. I'm stable! Finally! I want to buy a Violet stabilizer, though. Okay. Build a ship on. How the hell do I do that? Gain access to the Ort Fabricator. Oh, so I gotta play the exchange. I don't. Should I? No. I will help Dragos. Where's my main man? Because he's got a debt to pay. Give it a good old shot. Negative outcome. Let's try it again. There we go. I believe if I leave... Yep. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hold plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge, and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as if as it is lowered into the earth. What is it? Drago slaps. That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up. And now look at this. The ship descends slowly. Its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glanced at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Credit? We may have done well, but we can't afford a down payment on this one. He pats you on the shoulder. Don't worry. We'll make it back once we chop this beauty up. You sigh, but Dragos doesn't seem to notice. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the Isan Arp freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered? Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb of your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you can learn something about this ship, you may be able to trace back what led you to the ship. Oh, Drago squeezed your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship. Not sure. Let's do it. Claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats. Perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. I got an upgrade point. What does that mean? You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character via the map. Oh! Why that nifty? Fishing extractor. You scrap points into repair condition. Chance to gain cryo interface. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Predictive reasoning. Dice actions display potential negative outcomes. Huh. This one's interesting. Oh. Okay. I kind of want that. That seems pretty good. Oh, okay. So I can only get one of these. Gotcha. Predictive reasoning. I guess maybe fix engage, because engage is a little bit bad. I'll do this, because I've messed up a few times. Okay. I got my first thing. I still technically can do stuff. was I trying to do again? I know that there was somewhere else that I could do. Dock C4, Dock B2. Oh, yeah, I was gonna go to the bar. Give me my drink. Ooh. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Uh-oh. Hey, Haunt! The spacer calls across the lower room. What are you doing here? He laughs. There's an angel. Playing human? I will ignore you. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out the voice comes from behind you. Out. The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and bend you all into a hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes flying. I will catch you. Ah. Through the haze of glass and gyral vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes across the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles it is cleared, and a fresh measure of gruel is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain. Only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. I will watch. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin from a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles herself. Has he been on the eye long? I've kinda just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you a couple of times. The splinter clicks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be in I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about who we serve, even if his clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of girl to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still in the glass. Wait, does this mean... can you get drunk? No idea. She laughs. We'll keep trying. I'll let you know if I see any difference. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. And before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the gear roll. The earthly fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old feels good. Aww. That's nice. I have a dice. You won't work? I like Tala. She seems pretty nice. What was it? Emphis? I don't need the fungus. OMG. I don't need to do that yet, really. Oh my god. $100? So what is this one? Dragos' nerves seems clear the nerves about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's gonna hold his nerve. What? What? Excuse me. I kind of want the money, but I don't really need money right now. It's just gonna be 100% positive. Ooh, I got scrap. I don't have anything else. End the cycle. Definitely a lot easier to play once you get into the swing of things, and there's not so much dialogue. Really good storytelling, but a little bit hard to follow. A little bit, just a wee bit. What the Fang? Oh, I forgot about you. Hold on, let me check everything. Fang. Keynode. You need a 2. I don't have a 2. Have an age. I don't have a 2. Let's see if anything else needs a 1. Bypass. Extract data. Heck yeah. 2 encrypted keys. I don't know what these do. Ooh. As you drip back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread. Strung tight around you, tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off. And then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. I will stay still. What? Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring. A cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment. And then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure. A creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there are no ground here to pace on. Entity identified. Origin. Serial. Cadence. The figure faces you, expecting them. I am asleep. Unknown. Known. Figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of attempting interface. As the figure speaks more, threads from the spiral form its head, thick, snaking like vine ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentence? Incorrect. You're an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will find interface. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike! You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up! Okay, so the more I fiddle around, the more Hunter comes around, I guess. Ooh, this is scrap freighter. Huh. Nice some scrap. Huh, interesting. I mean, we'll do one of these. Okay. We'll leave. Assuming that they won't be that long. Okay, that's still doing that. I'll do a shift at the bar. Bar shift. That is not a good idea. What? Oh, hold on. What other drives do I have? Get to know inputs. Okay. So, keep pressing that button. What was it? Yeah. Fang needs me. Well, what can I finish? Because I want another upgrade point. I don't want to have to keep $15 for fungus. It's just a little bit too much, man. So I'm not needing money, but it would be nice. I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, positive outcome. Okay, thank gosh. I don't need that anymore. I don't toggle. I don't need that. Study the winter light, get to know Memphis, fix the ambergris. I can start on that. Ambergris repairs. Come on! Oh. Oh. I didn't realize it. Well, But yeah, I also need to sell off my scrap, because as much as I would like to hold on to it, I've got to sell it. So I got to get that stupid trusted trader thing. Alright, at least I can afford some stuff at Memphis. Fungus fan, I only need to eat here 2 more times. I feel like I'm not maximizing in any capacity, but we're at least trying. I'll answer Fang. I forgot. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Haven Age building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. Gives you a look. You know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE-1, the one Solheim built, but we had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it as something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Turns back to face you among the flickering machines. They hum all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems sections. You can, can't you? I can see it. Makes sense, right? You're between here and there. Between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. They are tracking me. Pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay, secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place, break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Haven Age, there's old growth, those whose roots trace back to those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours, he winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in! Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. Meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a rugged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn out. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above? He nods at the ceiling. Have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. Slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. If I can get money... Listen, Fang, I got you some data, my man. Here, have some encrypted keys. That apparently don't work. But I've gotta go. So where's this Solheim? I want to check this out before I take a rest. Is it this? Solheim? Yeah, this is a Solheim gate. Ah, yes. Start action. Ooh. Ooh, neutral outcome. Ooh. Stuff! I don't have any dice. Leave me alone, Hunter. Thing's pretty close to me, actually. I would say that we got time for about one more cycle, depending on what happens. God, the game is real nice. Hunted. I know! I'm in danger. Okay, so I didn't get a 2. I can't remember if any of these needed a... You need 4. I have a 4. Bypass. Extract the data. I only need like 3 of these, he was saying. Which is conveniently how many are here, so I guess I'll do as many as I can. I have a 1. Bypass. Extract the data. Alright. And the last Solheim requires 2. Which I don't have. So I will go quickly turn those in because the money is nice. Scope in the zone. $15. That's not that bad. For just doing something that I don't even have to risk my life at. I gotta help out with Dragos, don't I? Pretty risky, and Dragos don't like me already. If I can pull off these 2. I'll give it a shot. Oh my god. Negative outcome. Negative condition. That was a horrible idea. I don't even know why I tried that. At least this will hopefully go a bit better. Neutral. As long as I at least get something. I'm a little bit hungry. Let's go. Actually, I do have scrap components. I shall go back to Ort. I'm back, Mr. Vista. Let's check out Memphis. Order fungus. Start. Because, like, I feel like buying. I just don't feel like it's a good idea to buy it. Survive. Buy it. You know what? We'll take the risk. Give me the stabilizer. So I now have 1 stable. Ask you. Untucked inside. Oh. Did she just give me a... As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the clutch typing here. You open your hand and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from the hand. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated. Markings passkey. Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers in it. 207F and then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date low end. For a moment you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, but then you think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to low end and find out. Well then. I should probably fix engage because I want to work at the bar more. Alright, well we have that. Disable your tracker. Help thing. Okay. Extract the past. Same thing. Huh, okay. Yeah, these aren't that hard, really. Oh my god, I really gotta get a 2 on this one. Come on. Okay, let me see. Oh, that was quite a lot. I didn't get any 2s. Do they change, or is it always 2? Always 2, okay. I only need 1 more. So I guess that'll... It didn't even give me? Excuse me? I'm floating scrap. I'm not floating scrap. Oh, I'm stupid. I just wasted that. I'm dumb. I thought I was gonna advance something. Cause you're fine. Dragos though is on a timer. I do want some money. Yeah, sure. I can get stuff out of that. Yeah, give me the money. that doesn't. That's... Alright. So I could... Huh. So what can I do with these? Aging Mad Clock. So let's see. Keynote 102. Yeah. This Hunter's little bar is getting higher. Haven Age, aging. Yeah. Huh. I don't want to waste, you know, because I'm not sure how many we have. I don't think I can keep, you know, infinitely buying them. So I don't want to inject myself just yet. I can live it flickering, you know. Oh, we finally got a 2. Oh my god. Solheim. 2. Bypass extract. Dear God, because that guy was getting very close to reaching near me. Well, what about this? Yeah, that also needed it too. From what I had remembered. Oh my god, Fang, please! Insert data. Insert my action. Huh. Alright, that's all 3 of 3. I want to see what he's got first. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark in statical rhythms. Unseeing eyes of station's digital wheels. Shit! Fang's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Who's snaky? Sleeper! Fang's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the marker of institutional records. I see names. Well, yes, but what kind of names? I don't know. Bingo. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of I's original owners, and he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a sneaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Fang gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags his stool up behind him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Haven Age. He waits your reaction. Haven Age? That's right. That's it. It's right here on the station now. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a Fang leans across the look at the money. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises eyebrows at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of his Palladium rush workers into an infrastructure, which meant that they cut off their work. They went straight back to Solheim. I didn't know this. I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice raises as he speaks, his hands fist on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence? The cycles of hard extraction out in the belt? Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak. And my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow thousands and thousands of cycles later, still going. Still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. Surely it can't be him. Fang relaxes a little. Who knows? He turns to smile. He turns to you and smiles. So we're going to find out. Hardin's now big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back from the eye, around the eye from here. Fang brings up a map of the lower eye. Haven Age might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Harden happened float to the top. Fang zooms in far yards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to the systems. The shipyard crew's pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up a small thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. Turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out in a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardenhurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky, Fang puts a hand on your shoulder, but you have a particular knack for remote access. If you can extract yourself a Haven Age cipher from a Haven Age agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. So what do you say? You're up for it? Sure! I knew it. I knew you'd be happy to catch this snake, and don't worry, once we nail this guy, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. I haven't forgotten. Fang scratches his chin. Anything the worm gets, I'll send it back here. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Fang digging through data, among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eyes it once was. A vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Harden. A vast, Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems looking for new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Harden, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Jeez. So I gotta get to that because that guy's coming for me. I wonder, is there anything in the Solheim docking bay? Ooh. What the? Oh, is that the worm? Hold on. I didn't even notice that I could do this. Yeah, you need two. Which I've conveniently had to for like the longest time now. Okay. What? Well, I'm going to end it there. A little bit of a longer one this time, and I do apologize for that. But I am enjoying this game. It's a nice little atmospheric game, you know. You gotta deal with not having anything. Somehow making it. But I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.